Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me today at my vlog. Today I'm going to talk about the latest features that have been released with the Intune 2007 service update for Android. So first of all, the biggest news of all is the ability now is available within Intune. It's in public preview to enroll our Cope devices. So just a bit of an explanation here. Cope itself isn't specific to the Android platform. It's an enterprise use case, corporately owned, personally enabled. Okay. Now, just to highlight, within Intune, Intune's iteration of Cope will be different to that what you see across other MDM platforms. Okay. This is because Intune is based on utilizes the Android management API set. Basically, the iteration of Cope within Intune is a corporately owned work profile. So what does that give us? So essentially, it's very similar to the work profile solution set, other than that that Intune has more control over the personal profile on the device. So it just gives you a few more extra capabilities there. Again, just to reiterate, the solution set itself, the Android solution set, is called Corporate Owned Work Profile, and the enterprise use case is called Cope. We'll just call it Cope. It's a lot easier. There's a bit of a tongue twister, that terminology. You will, if you've seen any of Google's documentation, see this called the Enhanced Work Profile experience. But essentially, the correct name for it, or the finalized name for it, is corporate owned work profile. Okay, so how do we enroll a device in this fashion? So if we just go to Android enrollment, I'll just show you where this functionality has been added. It's just down the bottom here. Okay, corporate owned devices with work profile. As you can see, it's been badged with the preview feature. So it means not all functionality is available yet. There's no app protection available yet on the platform, but gives you conditional access, app management, device actions, device compliance, configuration and enrollment. So it's a good start. Gives you the ability to start testing these features. Really rounds this Android enterprise feature set very nicely within Intune. Okay. So what does a device that's been enrolled in this fashion look like? Okay, I'll just show you here. Very similar to what you'd see with a standard, I'm going to call it a standard work profile device. Okay, so what you will see is the apps that are within the work profile itself are badged as per normal. Okay, what you will be able to do within Intune is you'll have the ability to have more control over that personal profile on the device. Okay, which is very nice. It's essentially the missing piece of the puzzle, sort of. There's been a lot of talk out in the mobility community about the deprecation by Google of the older iteration of Cope that's available on other MDM platforms, which is a work profile on a fully managed device. Various views on that. Personally, I think Google are missing a trick here, to be honest with you. To be able to have that in addition to the corporate owned work profile experience. See, I'm mixing the two terms up now. Corporate owned work profile would give organizations huge flexibility, but Google have taken a decision as of Android 11 to enforce the newer version of that. So just to add, it's been back ported within Intune to support Android 8 and later, and is there in public preview for you to start testing. Okay, a couple of other changes just want to cover. First and foremost, we will talk about Microsoft Launcher settings on fully managed devices. Okay, so typically these were only configurable via the app config channels. Indeed, a lot of the functionality is still within the app config channels. I'll just show you what I mean within the app config policy for Microsoft Launcher. Okay, You can see these are the kind of settings that are available. Okay, some of these are only actually available in the JSON editor themselves, but it's a bit advanced for what I'm going to talk about here today. Essentially what's happened is Microsoft are making this functionality more and more available within the interface, so it's easier for admins to configure. Just quickly show you what that looks like under the configuration profile itself. So I've got one here for fully managed. Go to the properties and under the configuration settings, device experience. Okay, once you select the enrollment profile type, there we go. You've got the options here for Microsoft Launcher to select on your fully managed devices. It's very nice. Those of you that haven't seen it, I have to admit I haven't done a great deal with the Microsoft Launcher, but moving forwards, now that it's kind of more and more functionality is available and it's easier to configure for you folks within Intune, I'm certainly going to be looking at recommending it. It's really nice because it provides a streamlined experience. I've set a really bad company wallpaper there. I just thought I'd highlight the fact that it's possible. Again, you can set that to what you want, but essentially have your company branded wallpaper there, and then you'll have a very similar, very streamlined experience because you're using the Microsoft Launcher across all of your Android devices. Which is quite nice and helps to address the issue of sometimes if you are utilizing different brands of devices in your environment, you're not always going to get this exact same user experience. So quite nice for that. Okay, other additions within Intune, some settings on your dedicated devices within Intune. Just quickly show you what they look like. I'll just show you here in this profile. Just a couple of settings related to, and it's not within there at all, it's within the device experience. Yeah, just a few settings related to folder icons. Okay, you can start customizing your icons, your icon sizes. You can set a Wi-Fi allow list. There's a couple of changes on the device itself. You've got easier access to device information. What else is there? Oh, you can hide the manage settings shortcut as well. So yeah, it's nice to see this. I was utilizing the dedicated solution set in Intune from the outset of it being available. Very basic as to what was available in this interface. It's nice to see how this is coming along a very long way. So that's it for this update. Thanks very much for joining me. Next up, we'll talk about what's new with Apple devices, and we'll swiftly move on to some general settings that have been released with the 2007 service update. So bear with me, I'm cracking on through these videos, trying to get up to speed. Many thanks for joining.